I planted a Maypop from seeds and it's already flowering. Come join me in the chaos.
Food forest rise in the joy of growing.
Alright, so last fall I did a video about harvesting Maypops and taking the seeds out of them and sprouting them. And so I planted the seeds, and this spring I transplanted a little tiny whip of a plant, probably about 2 or 3 nodes long, put it down here, and probably didn't do much for about a month or two, and then it just took off. About, I would say about a month and a half, 2 months ago, it just started going nuts, growing probably an inch or two a day, perhaps more even now. Like, I'm pretty sure a couple weeks ago these weren't even past here, and this one grew up taller and kind of tipped over. So it's growing pretty fast. The exciting part is it's flowering. I wasn't expecting it to flower the first year, but I guess it makes sense. If this stuff dies back every winter, it makes sense that it would want to fruit and create seeds. So pretty excited. You'll notice here I have symbiosis. So this is one of those plants that has extra floral nectaries, which means it dumps nectar along its stem. And yes, that's a flower, but typically you're supposed to have nectar like in the flower, but this one has them outside the flower, extra floral. And it also has them next to the leaves, like at the base of the leaves, if you look close, little ants. And what they'll end up doing is they see the nectar from the passion fruit, passion flower. This is Passiflora Incarnata, in case that's ambiguous. So some people call it Maypop, some people call it passion flower, specifically Passiflora Incarnata, or Incarnata passion flower. And this is just a wild type. I think they have some improved varieties, but this one's from seed, so you can call it whatever. Leave a comment if you have a name that you want to call this one. I can propagate it out, clone it. But unless it has improved fruit, there's not really much of a point. But anyway, just planted these seeds, going nuts. Probably going to sell cuttings locally, rooted cuttings locally, for people that want these, because I know when I was trying to find this, I had to forage for it. I couldn't find anyone selling it. No one knew what I was talking about. Nobody knew that there was a cold hardy variety that just is native to Missouri. So now that I have that, I'm gonna start growing it and selling it, since I wanted it. I don't know if anyone's gonna know what it is. We'll see if there's a market for it. I'll put a little ad on Marketplace or something and see what happens. But anyway, super easy to grow. Stick the seeds in a pot, stick the seeds in a little seed sprouter or whatever you want to do. And I abrade the seeds. I don't know if it's necessary, but I stratify them, which scarify, I guess is a better word, where you kind of like break through the waterproof seed coat. Otherwise it takes a year or two to decompose naturally the seed coat and let water in to activate the embryo. Anyway, check out my other video. I'll put a link if you're curious. If I forget, just remind me. And again, this is Maypop, or Passiflora Incarnata. It's native to zone 6. So you can plant this and it'll self-seed, pop up suckers, and has these beautiful flowers. It has a very subtle scent. I was kind of hoping the scent would be stronger, but anyway, pretty nice. Thanks for joining me in the chaos.